obviously I'm on to make the deal. But look what, hey, my students, welcome to Tuesday. I'm your host, DJ, here with my co-host, Keckles. What's up, man?
What's up, babies? How you doing tonight?
Yeah, so we will actually just have a little pre-conversation about the show. And the one thing I want to bring up to you, Keckles, is that YouTube channel you found that on for me. It
Yeah.
had it had episode 1 and episode 4.
Okay.
It
Okay.
did not have 2, 3, so
Okay. I could have found the other episodes for you. Yo, Adam. Good to see you.
yeah, we're good. Yeah,
Hello,
no,
Dark, and hello, Jimmy. Devil Dog. Everybody's doing good today. I hope.
yeah, so,
Yeah, I would have found
uh,
episode 2 for you.
yeah, yeah, hey, dog, good, see, but, yeah, no, I didn't think of asking you, so, you know, I, I'm here with only like 80% of episode 1, so,
So you
yeah,
had to finish that first.
yeah, so, I mean,
Oh, excuse me.
okay, guys, let me kind of sum up why we're watching this. So, it was not 2 weeks ago that I made Paul Keckles watch
Yes.
a show that he did not like.
Yes.
And as his revenge, he wanted to get me back with a show that I knew nothing about. And here we are today, 2 weeks later. I watched like 80% of episode 1, and that's where we are. So let's get into it, Keckle. So,
So I want to know, since you did only do 80%, I want to know your just like your just flat out blatant thoughts, and then I'll go into like describing the whole thing.
okay, so my thoughts about this show, and though neutral, I will tell you that. I mean, the whole the concept of it isn't bad at all. I will say that I will feel with the concept of it is not bad. But it did bring back a memory of mine. Well, I had a dream that I had something like this set up at my house. So I'm not gonna call it not new thrill because does not fit the show. It's not. But overall, it's a decent show. I would say if I grew up on it, I would be a fan of it.
Oh, I'm glad you can enjoy it, man.
So it's just watching it now. I'm indifferent to it. So
That's okay. That's okay.
yeah,
Before you go any further, I'm going to say that this right here, Small Wonder, is one of the most 80s sitcom programs of all time. If you think, if you have an idea in your head about like what an 80s family sitcom is, this is the epitome of what that is. The weird laugh track, the strange premise, the nosy neighbors, all of that is 80s sitcoms.
yeah. Now,
This is formula.
now I will give you this, and again, it's not fair to, but hold on. Hello there, Miss Kiwi. It's been a long time since I've seen you in here.
Hello.
So, yeah.
Yeah, Small Wonder was from 85. So it actually ran a lot longer than a lot of people think it did. It ran from 85 to 89. So this show got 4 seasons.
Nice. Now, I will say this, uh, and I'm confident that you have not heard of this show, but there, there's a similar concept that Disney borrowed from the show to make the action spy sitcom called Casey Undercover. So, yeah, I mean, it's similar, and, I did enjoy that, so I'm honestly surprised that I did not like this one. So, yeah. Now, I will say this, and Kekos, as the legend expert here, you could confirm it for me,
Sure.
but I'm assuming, like, over the course of the show, Vicky develops more.
Oh yeah, becomes more human.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't know how to word that right. You, you know,
Never fully, because the conceit of the show is that she's a robot, and if
yeah,
she just behaved like a normal human, there would be no point really watching the show.
yeah, no, of course, but I mean, like, we could both acknowledge that, like, whole character in the beginning is this robotic character, but over time she does learn to like act like a human. So
Oh yeah, but it's sort of like Data becoming more human over the course of like Star Trek Next Generation.
yeah,
As in like understanding the way humans are, but still having like the robotic voice and whatnot.
yeah, I get it. Alright, keep it cool. I mean, therefore, it's a good show. I mean, I will say this. I know it's old, but I will say this for myself. You know, this is a 7.5. So,
Wait, okay, that is a rather high rating for not completing the show. So it's
yeah,
basically you acknowledge it's pretty good, just not for you.
yes, yes. Yeah, I'm not, I'm not here to this show because
I am several times for several shows. I've got no problem dissing shows.
yeah, I know you.
Yo, Dragon.
Good. This is not. You're
Yeah,
not on Keiko's channel.
yeah.
You're you're on mine, and I'm not mobbed than you. Okay, well,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah, Adam. Wrong channel.
yeah, um, you're on my channel. So it's okay, but I didn't know you were that, so I got my own mouse. But yeah, no, it's a good show. It's well written. It's just not for me. So,
All right. All right. Let me get into explaining the show for people who don't quite know what we're talking about.
okay, go ahead.
So, this is Small Wonder, a television sitcom from the early 80s, specifically 1985. And it features a robotic expert who is performing an experiment where he creates a robotic child to bring her home and see how artificial intelligence can develop. And this, as I said earlier, is as 80s can be. It's just right up along there with like Alf or Harry and the Hendersons or any of those other things where it's a normal family, but you add one strange addition to it. In this, it's the robotic child. Um, the robotic child, Vicky, who is basically performing um, the actress is performing a very stilted um, robot performance. A lot of like stilted movements, a lot of speaking like this and repeating things people say and do, things like that. It's weird, it's wacky, and it is kind of a lot of fun. It has a lot of recognizable actors from around the time. And Adam, I will in just a moment. I have to go off to open up that channel, but I'm going to finish with this up first.
Hmm.
So, um, Yes, this. Oh, okay, you're back. Yeah. So this takes a lot of character actors from around the time because pretty much every single actor and actress in this show has been on other 80s sitcoms or is like a well-known child or child actor or like soap opera actor. And if you were watching TV anytime around that time, you would know everybody who worked on this.
Hmm.
Um, when I think nosy neighbor, I think two characters. I think the nosy neighbor from Bewitched, and I think the little girl from this show. Those are pretty much the two definitive nosy neighbors in fiction.
Okay. Now that you said that, I'm gonna give you two of my nosy neighbor pets.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're classic pets in my opinion. Kenny from Full House
Mm-hmm.
and Steve Urkel.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I can definitely see that. Um, it's strange lumping in Steve Urkel into that because most nosy neighbors are designed to be part of the show when Steve Urkel was literally supposed to be in one episode. But
Yeah,
the writers liked him so much they just kept him on. And
yeah.
then he ended up becoming the main character.
Uh-huh. Hmm.
So yeah, the show follows um, Vicky as she learns to become more and more human over the course of the series. The main character is supposed to be um, the brother. Like he is the main focal point character for the audience, where she's supposed to be like his companion. You know, the
Yeah.
whole idea of like a boy and his dog, a boy and his car. This is a boy and his robot sister,
Huh. Okay. Hmm.
where the parents facilitate the humor and he is like most of the stuff is supposed to revolve around him.
Yeah.
You didn't get into the second episode, which is one of the main conceits of the series, where they're trying to keep Vicky's identity as a robot secret. Um, they have like the little girl, her parents come over for dinner, and hilarity ensues. As in, Vicky is malfunctioning some. They have to try and keep secret what's going on with her.
Yep.
I will tell you how wacky this show gets. There is an evil robot duplicate of Vicky that shows up later on in this series.
Okay.
This show is nuts. In fact, for people who were fans of Star Trek Next Generation,
Yeah.
a lot of Star Trek The Next Generation's data just pulled whole hog from this show, including a lot of the techniques that they used for Vicky and like showing her circuitry and showing like how she was a robot and the whole robot working with people trying to become more human over the course of a show. Yeah, Star Trek just stole that from Small Wonder.
Alright. Yeah.
Um, so yeah, he works at a robotics facility and he's experimenting. Um, I will say, watching a lot of this as an older person, this show was a lot creepier than I remember in certain ways. When you think about it, it's like, oh, he's just building this little girl. Well, first of all, the fact that he's just bringing home little girl body parts in his briefcase home
Yeah.
that would be looked a little differently.
Yeah, that did creep me out, and
No one
I
was thinking about that at the time. There's nothing.
yeah. Now I will say this: what really creeped me out, and I think you may agree, is that the fact that she's sleeping in his closet.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Well, more just standing up deactivated in the closet. Not even deactivated. She's conscious for that.
Yeah, no, that's why I kind of did the air quotes with that. But yeah, no,
Well,
that's creepy to me. I mean, yeah. Huh.
I will say that's another one of the whole slowly learning to see her as more than just a machine, because from the start of the show, he calls her just a machine, just a robot. When the mother is trying to like say how difficult it is to see her as just a machine. But it's like
Yeah,
from his perspective, he built her, he assembled her. She's wires and circuitry and plastic.
yeah,
But everybody else just sees it as, oh, it's just this little girl.
I got it. Now, I have to bring this up because I'm curious about it.
Sure.
Okay. The picture I have up behind me, it shows three kids. The main boy, Ricky, but who is the one on the far end from me?
That is the neighbor. That's the neighbor.
Okay, I wasn't 100% sure on
Yeah.
that.
She's like, she is a main cast member. She is like in every episode. She is the neighbor who has a crush on the young boy.
Okay, okay.
Uh, Let me see. And she's been in like a million things.
Yeah. Hmm.
If I could check out her IMDb, it's like crazy.
Yeah. Now, off the top of your head, what is the ghost name that plays Ricky?
Off the top of my head, no. But let me find. I was on the page.
Okay.
Tiffany Brissett.
Go. Okay, Kiwi, that's level.
Now she did retire from acting to become a nurse years later.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of stuff I didn't invent that tropes, like saying Pokemon invented the. Okay, okay. I will say this, Adam. I'm not saying that Small Wonder invented the concept of robot tries to become human. What I'm saying is Small Wonder invented this particular style for television.
Yeah, no, I
Like,
mean,
I mean, Asimov didn't even invent the concept of like robot trying to be human. I mean, if you want to like robot becomes human, you could go back to stuff like uh Wizard of Oz, which predates Asimov, where the Tin Man who has a quest to become human or
Yeah,
become human-like. He needs a heart. So
yeah,
the whole
yeah,
concept of robots being human, that's always existed since robots have existed.
yeah. No, I got that.
Yeah,
Eh,
you've got TikTok, you've got Tin Man, you've got Metropolis. Yeah, just robot fiction in general.
yeah, I got it. I hear you.
So I will say, for the time, they used a lot of camera trickery and special effects to make her seem like a robot. Like things like hidden wires, things like cutaways where they'd have like her head spin around, things like
Yeah,
um, in one time they have her. She'll pick up heavy objects. She'll burst down doors. She'll pick up things that she should not be able to pick up. And there'll be wires. There'll be the camera tricks. There'll be cutaways. She'll
yeah,
move at super speed, in which she'll just speed up the camera footage.
yeah,
Stuff like that.
yeah. I
So,
got it. I mean, like, just conflict episode one, but whole picture of that Waddle joke in it. That's a good example of that. So, yeah. Hmm.
oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Though since I could see it on a flat screen and everything looked clearer, if I was watching this on an old tube TV, then I wouldn't notice. But since I was watching this on like a high def TV where I could actually see things clearly, I could see there was an empty water jug.
Yeah, yeah, no, I
But if
got it. I
but if
saw,
if you're watching this on an old tube TV, you would not be able to tell the same way.
yeah, no, I was able to do that myself, but, just, yeah,
It's one of those things like watching monster movies on like watching old monster movies
yeah,
on modern TVs where you can see the strings in a way you didn't used to be able to see the strings.
yeah, no, I mean, yeah, when, you know, watching
Oh yeah, you never see that stuff before.
yeah, it hits different, today than it did back in 85, 90, so,
One thing I will always recommend is never watch the original Aliens movies in HD. You
oof,
can actually see the actor's face in the alien costume. It completely ruins the movie.
yeah,
Or do watch it and make it more hilarious.
now let me say this, and this is from personal experience with short films. Did not watch a video on how the film is made before you watch the actual film, because one, it it ruins the magic of that film. I mean, really,
Movie magic.
because I mean, when I watched the film, actually, it didn't scare me at all. Like, I literally sat there and laughed at this whole film. So, yeah. If you could laugh at a whole film, it's not scary to you at all.
You're right. You're right. It may not be scary, but you can enjoy it in other ways. Sometimes knowing
Yeah,
how the cheese made, sometimes knowing how the food is made makes it worse. Sometimes just makes you enjoy it in a different way.
yeah, definitely. Hmm.
All right. So yeah, the people that were in this show, you would see in a lot of stuff. You may not, since you didn't get into the second episode,
Yeah.
I'm going to bring up this woman.
Hmm.
This is
Okay, let me.
Eddie McClurg. You may recognize her if you watched any family movies at any time during the 90s.
Okay, let me bring it up real quick. So,
She was in everything, and she voice acted in everything.
hmm. Okay. She does look familiar. What was she in
Well,
movie wise?
you can see a couple of them listed on the left, but that's only like a small amount of them. Like Flubber, the Airbud movies, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. She was Ferris is no, she was the assistant principal in Ferris Bueller.
Okay.
Um, she was a voice actress in a lot of Disney and Don Bluth movies. She
Hmm.
was in like a crap ton of stuff.
Okay.
Her voice is one of those sweet, high-pitched voices you hear in pretty much everything from like the 80s to the early 2000s.
Nice.
Sure, let me see if I can pop one in.
Uh, hmm. Hmm. Uh, okay, so what are we popping in?
Another picture of Eddie McClurg.
Okay, cool.
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
Okay.
Mm,
Okay. Anything cool?
no, no.
Okay, let me just see here.
Oh,
Okay.
she was in Clifford too, and did a bunch of stuff in Family Guy.
Okay, cool. Okay. Hmm.
here's a larger picture.
Uh,
There you go. This is her from Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
okay, let me pop it up. Hold on.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right, and Dick Christie. Oh, he's in Breaking Bad.
No. Oh, yeah. Let's see. And
All right. Well, yeah. She is like the actress I remember most from like stuff like this. Oh yeah, she was an amazing character actor. All right.
okay, nice.
She was basically if you ever watched Harry Potter,
Yeah.
the mean teacher from Harry Potter. Think the opposite of her. ED, not Eddie. Okay. Thank you, Devil Dog.
Yeah. The main. Okay, well, the only main teacher in Harry Potter was a guy.
No, the one that like made Harry write out the I will not tell lies. Dolores Umbridge.
Dolores Umbridge, yes.
Think the opposite of Dolores Umbridge.
Okay. I will say this as a fun fact. I don't like Dolores at all, so
Well, you're not supposed to like her. You're supposed to hate her.
yeah, but no, I completely wiped off from my memory, so
Okay.
that's why I was saying the only main teacher was
Was Snape?
Snape. Yeah, I mean, you gotta admit he is pretty mean, so yeah. Hmm.
Okay, so yeah, this had a lot of great character actors for the time. It ran for far longer than I remembered it running. I thought this was like a a 2-season show at most, but this thing ran almost into the 1990s.
Okay, well, I will make this joke because you just made that slip up. If this was a 2 episode show, that would be a easy series review.
True.
Like, oh, it premiered, it ended. Yeah, no.
I will say it's one of those interesting things where it is supposed to be she played in Stephen King's Yes, she was in Carrie.
Nice. Cool.
Yeah, because all shows were trying to get to syndication rights so that they could I think syndication was 50 episodes. Let me see how many episodes you need for syndication.
Yeah. Now, I will say, I mean,
80 to between 80 to 100 episodes for syndication.
okay, I will say this. If I knew about this, let's say 3, 4 years ago, I would probably watch it and get into it because I remember not wanting to do a lot during the lockdown we had.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah.
No, trust me, I remember that whole the dark times, the very dark times.
Yeah, yeah. So, you gave me this during that time. I might have got into it. Might have,
It was
but
kind of interesting in that obviously a robot doesn't grow, but over the course of, 4 seasons,
yeah,
an actress is going to grow.
that's what I was gonna bring up next. Like, how did they even deal with the height change over the full season?
From what I remember, they just did like upgrades between seasons.
Okay, so that makes sense. It does.
Oh yeah, yeah. Alpha's great at that time. Alpha's another example of just like this these were just what shows were back at that time. You have Normal Family, Weird Edition.
Yeah, okay, I will admit I knew about Alf as a kid, just never came across a lot of episodes, so the only time I think I saw it was when it was on reruns on like TBS, CBS, NBC, So,
Hmm.
yeah.
Another show around that time was a show called Out of This World. Now, Out of This World was a show about a
Was that the show about the girl who on her 13th birthday discovers that she's part alien in her?
exactly.
I came across that recently.
Yeah, and when she'd go like this, she could freeze time.
Yes, yes.
Hey, hey, Adam, family show. Family show.
Yeah, no, I came across that
Mork and
recently.
Mindy.
Yeah, I came across that recently. And it, it's something that I'm wanting to look into and just was aware of what it was called. So, yeah. Huh.
Hmm. No, 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 Adam. I know the joke. I know what you're talking about. I'm messing with you. All
Okay.
right. Okay. So, yeah. So that is Small Wonder, and since my co-host chickened out and did not watch as much as I did, there's not too much more I could really go into on it. But hey, hey, have you learned something, DJ?
I mean, I will
Hey,
say this. Whenever you recommend a show, I will give it a try. I might not like it, but I will try to watch it. So.
Also, if you bring something to me, I'll bring something to you.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Do you want to get caught up on the polls I have, or do you just want to pick a random show? Because I have 3 polls that we pushed back because you wanted to do this one, so.
Mm. I did vote in the last poll. So I thought we are just gonna do that. Let me just check, see who was what. Like,
Okay, well, I mean, those 93 and 92 that we have, so,
yeah, film. Oh yeah, Buzz Lightyear Star Command.
yeah,
Yeah.
so that's why I'm asking, do you wanna do the polls, or do you wanna pick at random?
I'm okay with doing the polls. We can do some random picks other times.
Okay, cool.
I do see who won the previous poll, but there is going to be an issue with that.
Uh, okay, so
Okay, so it's your show, so you announce it.
I got the first, the, okay, so the next week's show for episode 93, which was supposed to be 92, is Buzz Lightyear of Soccer. And now I will go ahead and announce this for 94. It would be as told by Digital. What problem and what show is it with Giggles?
Okay, so Buzz Lightyear of Star Command
Yeah.
begins with a movie, and then it goes into the series.
Yeah.
So when you say episode 1 and 2, that would technically be the movie.
Okay, so
It's similar to how like the Clone Wars series begins with.
yeah, I remember. Okay, so now 1 and 2 is just the movie cut into 2 parts, right? Or no?
Let me check the episode count exactly to see where it is. Uh,
Because if we're gonna have trouble with it, because those also something I need to look into, because if we're gonna need to do a movie, I need to see if I have access to the movie. So, yeah, let me pull
yeah, because it's
that.
called Buzz Lightyear of Star Command: The Adventure Begins.
Okay, let me pull that up and see if I even have access to that, if I spell it right.
Because if you look at the TV show,
Yeah,
episodes 1 and 2 had the production code of 3 and 4.
Okay.
because they're not actually like the first episodes made.
Uh, Okay. Well. Okay. I'm gonna say this because I'm looking at it right now. I'm gonna scrap that entirely because I don't even have access to the actual series. Um,
Okay.
so, okay, next week, 93 October Digital. I'm confident I have access to that. But let me double check because no one thinks it will mess with me. So
Yeah, that was when I saw that Buzz Lightyear thing, I knew there might be an issue with that.
yeah,
Because whether or not you wanted to watch like a whole movie.
yeah. Okay, no. Do okay, I do have access to Astro by Digital. Uh, Yep. So okay, so basically from 93 October Digital, and I will have to do a poll for 94. So, yeah. Or do we want to pick for 94? You let me know.
Um, Wait a minute, like we do as Sold by Ginger next week, and then we put up another poll for next time.
Okay, so how I normally do it is after we're done here, tomorrow I will be putting up a poll for the following week. Now, what that way we could announce it next Tuesday.
Okay.
What I'm asking you right now is, do we want to do the poll or do we want one of us to pick what we want?
Um, how about we both pick something to add to the poll?
Okay, so now I will. Do you have anything on the top of your head right now, or
I have a million things on my head right now. I want to see, I'm going to check that channel you normally use and see if what I'm thinking about is on it.
okay?
So send me a link to that channel you normally watch your stuff on again, and I will see if the shows that I'm thinking about are on it.
Okay, let me do that real quick because I do have my browser pulled up and I also got the scope open. So, okay, so there you go. It's in your DM.
All right, thank you. Yeah, I'll bring in something really fun.
Alright. Cool. Because I do have a show that I'm thinking about, but the thing with it is if I could fund it real quick, there's something that, I would like to talk about. So, that's why it's in M, not all. Why would I go to all if it's M?
Oh, I think I have it. I think I have it. Yeah, I think I have something.
Okay. Uh, okay, yeah. So, it, well, M-O, yeah, it's here. Okay. So, tell me what you think about.
I'm thinking Conan the Adventurer.
Okay. The one I have for me it's called Monster Bustle Club.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I will put I will put those on a poll and we will have them vote on it.
We'll have to come up with a third.
Okay, so
We can work together on finding a third.
yeah. Yeah.
I will pick. I'm thinking. All right, I will pick the letter. The letter H. So the show will begin with the letter H, and then you pick something from that category.
Okay, H. Okay, so H would be okay. So, wait, hold on. That's not H. That's freaking K. My bad. Let
Hey, hey,
me
hey. H's and K's look very similar when you're tired.
tell. So, okay, so H would be. I would, but that's not appropriate. Okay, so okay, we will go with for the topic, and this is a classic from when I was growing up, and I never watched it, but Hero Factory it's like a hero festival.
Okay. All right, we have our three.
Okay, so I will go ahead and put that up as 3. And guys, I thank y'all for watching us tonight. And if there's anything you think we should watch, drop it in the comments after the video over, or comment it on my last on our last week's Tuesday live stream. But with that being said, thanks for watching. Hope you all have a good night and bye, guys.
Later, taters.